So let's start with the thing that made you the greatest impression from this day of the forum.
Well, I come from civil society, so it's always a very good opportunity to reflect on your work and most engagement, which is with civil society, when you have the opportunity to meet and discuss things with the decision makers, actually the people that makes a difference, and we as civil society want usually try to lobby and make an impact on. For me, kind of the both 2 days, and the yesterday discussion and tomorrow, is a bit, for me, the jury is still out, we could say, in the sense that it's good to tap in and what are the regional discussions and wider European discussions, and actually the discussions and experiences in the Middle East and or Africa, but in the sense of, you know, having one conclusive moment and one thing to take on board from the forum. But basically what is a conclusion for me is that there are definitely no big narratives anymore. We are in such a state of globalization and a fragmentation of specific situations in country, regional, that there is no one global answer to global problems. There are specific issues, the specificities that need to be addressed that are brought in just because of the huge advancement of the eye technology, the social media, and all of this. In saying that, it's not that it's been disappointing, but it's a bit confusing that also the issue of leadership, which is at the moment a global problem, that we also have this regional problem, European problem, that we lack these big narratives. We lack, people want leaders. We need ideas, in terms of the ideas, not big ideologies, but ideas that would lead us in everyday visions for help. We just maybe have come to the point of human development, of global development, not just regional development, where we cannot invent the hot water anymore. So that's why, in that sense, it's not the forum, but it's basically at the state of the development that we are, and now the Balkan is tapped into that. So I think the discussions that we had today and yesterday were basic discussions that could be held in any other maybe region in the world, more specifically, but we are really tapped in the global problems, the layers of the problem, the lack of the leadership, the socioeconomic development, the economic problems are basically resonant or echoing the whole global problem. So in that sense, we are tapped into the normal situation, and maybe sometimes that's a problem for us, the Balkans. We're used to be special, although we wish we would not be special in the sense of invoking problems. So in that sense, it's really hard to have one conclusions, but overall I think it's been a positive, because if we look at bigger trends and where we are now as the Balkans, and if we are looking for the point of the elite that is really present here, and that's very impressive to be able to speak to the people who make daily decisions on larger scale, on global scale, on national scale, it is that we have had development. But the problem is that we need to translate that in everyday to ordinary people, and this is also what sometimes is frustrating coming from civil society, that you don't see that in daily life. And of course the trends at the moment are negative, although in a wider time span, 10, 15 historical times, we are going forward.